Ready, Freddy! It's still STAMPtember! Welcome, everybody. I'm Heidi here at the Simon Says Stamp office. Of course, we've got Reed and Brian fresh back from the AZ. Big class, big technique. I see you guys talking about it in the chat already. Big technique workshop with Tim Holtz on Sunday, this past Sunday. And it looks like a lot of you were there. Thank you. Thank you for joining the technique workshop. So you know what I'm going to say. If you guys were in the technique workshop or have seen it, whether you saw it live or already on rewatch, throw us an emoji in the chat. Like, what a great class that was. Thank you to Tim and to Mario, Reed, Brian, everybody for making that class happen. Today, we're here to give you a bit of a wrap up for STAMPtember. You guys made it back with no delays on your flights, right?
No issues on our side. How about you?
Brian and Reed were good. I'm good. We're back in Columbus, Ohio. We've got, this is the last day of STAMPtember, and we have some updates for you. I have a special surprise kit that we just launched today. That surprise kit, I guess I'll talk a little bit about that at first. So every year we offer a limited edition card making kit for people who make their holiday cards. And we tend to offer it in October or even many times in November. And we got so much feedback that you guys wanted that kit earlier that Stephanie, our marketing director, has been pushing for years to get that kit launched earlier. And so last year, we were able to launch that holiday card making kit, limited edition. We were able to launch that last year during STAMPtember. And you loved it. Thank you. So major kudos to Stephanie and to Nina because they worked really hard this year so that we could do it again. So we have a kit that I will be showing you. It's a pre-order kit, but I will be going through it in a minute. Really, right now, I want to thank all of you for being here. And also, let's give our sponsors a huge round of applause for the best, truly the best STAMPtember ever. Tim and Mario, huge part of our STAMPtember celebration this year. We're so grateful that Tim did that free class for all of us. We got to be students in a live classroom setting with Tim Holtz. That video is going to remain on the Simon Says Stamp YouTube channel. So if you haven't seen it, I see a lot of emojis coming in the chat. Great, I'm glad. If you were in that class, throw us emojis. And if you give us a thumbs up, that's kind of cool too on the video. That class is going to remain on our Simon Says Stamp YouTube channel, so you all can watch it anytime and talk about some wonderful, fun watercoloring techniques that Tim taught us. He taught us some other great techniques too. The trimmer technique, I loved the trimmer technique. I didn't realize why this great technique all these years that I was missing out on until I got in Tim Holtz studio and he's like, hey, I got a really simple trick on how to make your trimming line up a little better on your guillotine trimmers. And I'm like, oh, perfect. We learned all kinds of tips and tricks. So STAMPtember is about inspiration, education, technique, new products. We've had a lot of great new products thanks to many of our STAMPtember sponsors. I'm going to thank them right now. So we started thanking Tim and Mario. Ranger really came through this year for STAMPtember as well as Sizzix with those machines for Tim's class. Rainbow Splash, CZ Design, Lawn Fawn, Trinity Stamps, Newton's Nook. Thanks to all of these great, wonderful brands. Memory Box, Hero Arts, Riley & Co., Doodlebug. Hey, Doodlebug made their premiere this year, yesterday. Art Impressions, Brutus Monroe. Many people are saying the Brutus Monroe collab this year was the best collab ever with Brutus Monroe, and I liked it a lot too. It did sell out pretty quickly. This Calls for Confetti, La La Land Crafts, Alex Siberia Designs, Honeybee Stamps, Ink on 3, Pink Fresh Studios, All and Create, Pretty Pink Posh, Alta New, Mama Elephant, Dare to be Artsy, Paper Rose Studio, Concord and Ninth, Paper Artsy, Penny Black. Penny Black made their premiere this year too with a beautiful, really beautiful bird set. Pink and Main and Whimsy Stamps. So thank you to all of these wonderful brands who sponsored STAMPtember and have continued to make it surprising and delightful for all of us. I'm going to roll through some of the collaborations that are still available for all of us. So Reed, now's a good time to take us top down. See, these are our little stickers. If you guys got an order with a little STAMPtember sticker in it, let us know. We'd like to hear from you. The chat's going. So one of our premier brands, or made their, I guess you'd call it their premiere for STAMPtember this year, is Penny Black. Love Penny Black. They've got so many beautiful, artsy, we've carried since the very beginning. They were one of our original brands here at Simon Says Stamp. So Penny Black's collaboration is still available. Today is the last day that you are able to purchase any of these. They are while supplies last and only during STAMPtember. So this was the Merry and Bright stamp set by Penny Black. It's a 6x8 stamp set. We have the coordinating dies also available. This was Penny Black's collaboration for STAMPtember. Kathy Zielski created a beautiful card. I got to keep my little rock candy in the corner. Kathy Zielski created a card using the set. The birds have really been a hit. I've seen a lot of people mask off the birds and create some lovely cards with it. Penny Black has lots of beautiful stamp sets. Here is one that is not a STAMPtember exclusive. It is available any day. There are matching metal dies that go with this. It's called Up Goes the Tree. You guys can see that. It's a great set for coloring. And another stamp set by Penny Black that is available at Simon Says Stamp all year round is this Frosty Hops stamp set. I just kind of want to give you guys a flavor of these brands and see some of the other great products they have available. And last but not least, a Penny Black everyday product, Yuletide Wings clear stamp set. These are available at Simon Says Stamp anytime, whereas the STAMPtember exclusives are only available through today while supplies last. Moving on to another favorite. Every year, Pink Fresh Studios goes above and beyond with their collaboration for STAMPtember. Yet another hugely popular stamp set, Every Lovely Reason. Look at all these great sentiments, always cheering for you with care, with love, grateful for you, big time. Here's to small wins. A win is a win, right? Although the Vikings didn't have a win on Sunday. I'm sorry, Reed.
It hurt. We needed that one too. But they're still hanging out overseas. They'll be there next week too, so that'll be fun. Another early game.
So here's to small wins. Grateful for you, big time. Let today be lovely. Celebrate your way. You are on my mind in the best way. For no reason and every reason. Great for card makers. Yes, just yes. Here's to what's next. Cheers to how far you've come. And look at this gorgeous frame that you can color. Of course, we have coordinating dies. Loving the coordinating dies, also called Every Lovely Reason. This is the Pink Fresh Studios collaboration for STAMPtember. Available only while supplies last and only during STAMPtember. However, if you missed out on it or want to know about some of the other great products that Pink Fresh Studio has, I wanted to show you some of our favorites. I really love this stamp set. I'm not sure of the name. Let me see. Sippable Scenes. I love these sentiments. You're my calm, soul quench, golden glow, kind brew botanicals, cheers to you. I just love the coloring that you can do on these delicate flowers. You are sunshine in a bottle. That's such a fun sentiment too. This is a Pink Fresh Studio stamp set that's available all the time at Simon Says Stamp. Another product that I love, and I know if you guys watch Jennifer McGuire videos, you probably see these a lot. Pink Fresh Studio has the most delicious blending brushes. Ay, ay, ay. They are so soft. They create the most beautifully detailed backgrounds. Love their blending brushes. They even come in this cute little drawer box. These are available at Simon Says Stamp every day for you. Another awesome Pink Fresh Studio product are their plates. This is a cover plate die, cuts out all of these and embosses all of that imagery. There's some fun Pink Fresh Studio products for you. Now, Halloween is coming pretty quickly, so it is super appropriate that this calls for confetti. released for STAMPtember a Smell My Feet collaboration. If you know, last year they did a really popular Yeti collaboration, and so this year we expanded on that Yeti and did a Yeti stamp set. Trick or treat, smell my feet. I'm just here for the candy. Happy Halloween. They really do exist. Yeti or not, it's Halloween. My sister and I went hiking in Hocking Hills, and there were Yeti things all over all of the gift shops. Hocking Hills is a place here in Ohio. I thought Yeti was like a Washington State, Oregon thing, but is it is Yeti something that exists everywhere in the country?
Yeah, it goes by different names in different areas. So like around like Ohio and West Virginia, it's Bigfoot, and then the Yeti stuff is more like colder areas, like Washington up in the mountains and stuff like that. So Bigfoot's more like foresty, Yeti's more mountainy.
Well, Yeti apparently is a lot of places, and for Halloween, he makes an appearance for us this year. Beware, Yeti or not, it's Halloween. These are for STAMPtember. So this Smell My Feet set is exclusive only for STAMPtember, only available through today while supplies last. But this Calls for Confetti has other really fun products, and I thought this, which they've named Bigfoot, Bigfoot 2, is a great little shadow background to put on cards, Halloween or not. And then they also have this little paper pack. It can be used with the Windowscapes 1 die. This is a really interesting paper pack. All of these are This Calls for Confetti products.
There's a little bit of a debate too, because I guess there's also the localization of Sasquatch that I forgot about. So that's another area. So Yeti, Sasquatch, Bigfoot, they're all cryptids. Maybe a little brother.
Those are the kinds of things when you have a slumber party in a tent at your friend's house when you're a 14-year-old girl that you're afraid of. I mean, at least me. That was the kind of stuff that would keep us at night. Or you would like sneak out in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and one of your friends would play a funny trick on you and pretend like they were a Yeti. But I don't know, that's not like, that's all imaginary, right? I don't know. We could debate that till we're blue in the face, I guess. So these are little papers, and I will say these are really nice quality. So they can be cut, so you can use them as a card front. You can put notes on them. Another interesting, this is another Bigfoot. So we have Bigfoot 1 and Bigfoot 2. These are This Calls for Confetti, all available at Simon Says Stamp as everyday items. And I thought they also had a really cool die that came with a masking stencil in the packaging. It's called Windowscapes 1. It's a die with a stencil, and it fits perfectly with these little message cards. So if you want to, I mean, these would be good if you were making a little place setting for Thanksgiving or for a Halloween party. They're very festive.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
Wanted to give some love to This Calls for Confetti, one of our STAMPtember sponsors. So Lawn Fawn launched their collaboration on Saturday. It is no longer available. However, Lawn Fawn has other everyday products available. And since this year for STAMPtember they were cat themed, we thought we would bring out one of our classic favorite cat sets by Lawn Fawn. This one is called Cozy Cats. Really cute and adorable. So if you were not able to get the Lawn Fawn STAMPtember collab this year, this stamp set is definitely worth picking up. It's again called Cozy Cats. I like that Lawn Fawn has beautiful standalone dies too. Kelly Marie Alvarez, who's the owner, one of the owners at Lawn Fawn, does videos on the Lawn Fawn YouTube channel. She is often showing us in her videos how to use some of these custom products that they've designed, like this pull and slide surprise die set. So this is an interactive die set, and Kelly gives us great ideas, and so do a lot of other makers, for how to use these to make interactive, fun projects. Lawn Fawn is definitely known for their interactive, fun projects. Doodlebug, yeah! It brought me tremendous joy that Doodlebug wanted to be part of STAMPtember. They are one of my all-time favorite brands here at Simon Says Stamp. They have so many wonderful little stickers and shaker embellishments, and of course, dies. Here's a shaker embellishment for Christmas, for Halloween. How adorable. So these products are available every day at Simon Says Stamp. Love, 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 love the brand. Cynthia, thank you for working with us to make STAMPtember so much fun. Their STAMPtember exclusive, which we really do only have a handful left, so these might not last through today. The dies are sold out. The stamp set is called Tinsel Time. They just went live yesterday. So yesterday was our Doodlebug collaboration day. And then Kathy Zilski, thank you, Kathy, for sending in your lovely cards that you made with these collaborations. It's great to see the product come to life in the form of a card. So huge thank you and shout out to Doodlebug. We love that this was your first STAMPtember ever, and we hope that you're back again next year for STAMPtember. Speaking of brands that are in STAMPtember where the products have sold out, Memory Box collaboration is sold out. Thank you, Memory Box. So we pulled some of other whimsical products from Memory Box off our shelves to show you today. Happy Dance Bird. Another one are these little tabbed, I guess they're just called greeting tabs. They're extra thick. These are gold foiled. They're already punched out. So these are handy for card makers. I personally love these. I have a lot of black ones with gold. That's my favorite. The white with gold is nice too because you can ink blend on it. But these actually punch out for you. So they've already been foiled and cut for you. So you literally just see how easy that is to just pop that. Oh my gosh, I'm just popping that out of there. What'd you say, Brian?
It's like, it's addictive.
Yeah. This is like bingo. Just keep coloring in your bingo card. And then the fan stitch flat scallop frames is another one of our favorites here at Simon Says Stamp for Memory Box. Memory Box, another great company, and we appreciate their sponsorship. I just also want to remind everybody on something we have for all the time that now is a good time to highlight is we have a rewards program at Simon Says Stamp. And you may or may not know that, but if you're a customer of Simon Says Stamp with an account, you're already enrolled in our rewards program. So how cool is that? If you want to see how many rewards you've earned knowingly or not knowingly, we have a little box at the top of our website that says rewards. Maybe it's not a box, it just says rewards. And once you're logged into your Simon Says Stamp account, just go to rewards and look and see how many rewards you have, because those rewards can be turned into cash off of your next order. So they turn into like basically gift cards in many cases. And you can earn rewards for not even making purchases. You can earn reward when you sign up for a newsletter. You can earn rewards pause if you follow our YouTube channel, if you follow us on Instagram. There are lots of ways to earn, and if you go to our website and look at rewards, you'll see all of your options, and you'll also see if you have any certificates in the waiting for you to use, because all you have to do is click a few buttons and that certificate will apply to your next order. So it's like money in your pocket. And I see Reed's got a question.
Today would be a great day to sign up for the newsletter because today is our last day for the $500 shopping spree.
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that, Reed. If you're a member of our newsletter or sign up for our newsletter today, one of our big STAMPtember promotions is you could win a $500 shopping spree just for being a member of our Simon Says Stamp newsletter. The sign up is also on the front of our website. I think it's the top left of our website. Did I get that right? Top of our website, you sign up for our newsletter, and Stephanie's got a $500 gift card to Simon Says Stamp that is waiting for one random lucky winner. All this fun stuff. And Reed just finished putting the golden bones out. So if you made any purchase from Simon Says Stamp this month, you go open up that package because you might be one of our golden bones recipients. I'm going to keep showing you some more of our collaborations.
There's two bones to claim, so there's two out there. Check your orders. I'm waiting. I'm hankering for you guys to contact me.
Did you hear that? Reed is dying for you guys to contact him because of the golden bones. He slides those into random orders, and he's waiting for 2 more people to claim their golden bones. I think one just went out last week, or over the weekend. So you got to make sure you look at your packages. Ink on 3 has this beautiful 6x8 stamp and stamp set as part of their STAMPtember exclusive collaboration. This is a dream for watercoloring, ink blending, experimenting with pencils even. This stamp is really ideal because you'll put some greens on there and you can layer this beautiful flower. Is that a hibiscus? To be any color you want it to be. This is called Bold and Beautiful. How perfectly named. There's even a happy birthday sentiment. There's a your, of course, because you want to say you're bold and beautiful. Sending hugs, congratulations, thinking of you and wishing you all the best. Wishing you the best birthday. So these dies are also available, but today's the last day. So they're only available through STAMPtember and while supplies last. Thank you to Kathy Zilski for sending us a beautiful card. She stamped her flower in black, added these cute little color patches up here, white embossed the perfect sentiment, die cut it out with her perfectly coordinating dies and created that beautiful card. Ink on 3 is very well known for their ink. So with that being said, we wanted to showcase they have a stamp cleaner and an ink casing and a fusion ink that this one is called Atelier. I know I always get these words wrong, I'm sorry. This is called Shark Tooth White. It's artist grade fusion ink, watercolor, it's reactive, stamp, you can stamp with it, blend with it, layer with it, infinite possibilities. And this is an Ink on 3 ink pad. These are available at Simon Says Stamp every day. And this is an everyday Ink on 3 product example called Beautiful Day. And it's a 4x6 clear stamp set. Beautiful, you're a friend, birthday, wishing you a happy day. I've got, I have a giveaway that I'm going to give away in a few minutes, but before I do that, I want to walk through some of our last remaining STAMPtember brands. This one is La La Land Crafts. Look how wide-eyed these reindeers are. It's an acquired taste. I love them. Fa La La, Woodland Cheer. I got to get my reading glasses on. Don't worry, they're right here. Just a little deer dropping by to send warm wishes and a cozy hi. Prancing through the snow, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, wrapped in warmth and wonder. Hard to think about Christmas now. It was 89 degrees here yesterday. May holiday magic follow you today and always. Oh dear, it's cold out there, but I promise you, winter is coming, and so are the holidays, and little reindeer are a great way to put something on a card that's festive. La La Land Crafts is the maker of that stamp set, only available through today while supplies last. But they also have other great products in their library. I happen to like their 6x6 cardstock. It typically comes 2 of every pattern, and these are all of the patterns. And I have another cardstock pack. This one is called Christmas Eve. And La La Land also has other stamp sets available in their library. This is part of their Pooh series. Winnie the Pooh. Boy, that sounded bad. So these...
Hey, you fixed it. You fixed it yourself. You're good.
This one is called Christmas Light. And this one is called Halloween Cheer. Those are La La Land products. I've got a couple more collabs to go over with you before I do our big giveaway today. This next one is a Paper Artsy exclusive by Kate Crane. One unique thing about Paper Artsy is that they make their own stamps. They actually are red rubber, and they're made, I believe, in the UK. I've got a beautiful inspiration. This one is by Sherry Carroll. She created a shaker card. Hey, in the chat, if you're here live with me right now, throw me an emoji if you like shaker cards. I love shaker cards. Great for any season, too. Kate Crane is the artist who illustrated this set. Paper Artsy puts their artists' names on the packaging. One other really popular stamp set that we have every day by Paper Artsy, EAB 49. I don't know if it has a name. We typically use numbers when we identify, but how beautiful are these flowers? Also red rubber. They've got other interesting products like a rusting powder This is really very, very, very popular with mixed media artists. We sell a ton of resting powder, so I thought it'd be a good product to showcase today. And then Allison Balmer has these printed tissue papers, so it just gives you an idea of the eclectic nature of a lot of the products that Paper Artsy has. They also have paints, which are pretty popular with our customers here at Simon Says Stamp. Thank you to Paper Artsy for being one of our STAMPtember sponsors. Now, you all heard me say before that Brutus Monroe Collabs sold out. Well done, Christopher and co. But Brutus Monroe also has 6x6 papers that are popular. This year, I think that the Brutus Monroe Halloween collection is like the best ever. They really outdid themselves this year with everything. This Blood Moon Manor is a 6x6 set of papers, just to give you an idea of some of the other products that Brutus Monroe has. And then here is a really cute Winnie the Pooh stamp with him with his balloon dropping in to say hello. We also have the coordinating Brutus Monroe stencil available for you that would allow you to mask and color your little Winnie the Pooh with ease, right? Okay, last little collaboration to show for now is our Paper Rose Studio. Did we see? Oh, good. We saw. Are these emojis still for all of you who love to do shaker cards? Shake, 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 shake. Okay, this is our Paper Rose Studio collaboration. Paper Rose Studio is based out of Australia. I tend to gravitate to their florals a lot. This is a beautiful floral to do watercoloring with or Copic coloring with. It's called Thankful Florals, has lots of great everyday sentiments for card makers. Not just thank you, but missing you, happy birthday, with sympathy, thinking of you, hugs, smile, hello. Lots of options. And then I have some samples by Kathy Zilski, who did this stamp set in her inspiration. Thank you, Kathy, for sending that. Look how, can you guys tell in the camera that she embossed that with gold embossing powder? And then I can't tell for sure she watercolored or used something different. Great idea. That's a nice trick though, if you like to watercolor with a little watercolor brush, if you emboss your stamped image first. Other really cool products by Paper Rose Studio. These are embossed die cuts, and this Halloween season, these babies have been flying off of our shelves. See how beautiful these little pieces are? They punch out, they're embossed and in full color. So all you gotta do is take a little foam square and pop those babies on the front of a card with a Halloween sentiment, or not. You don't need to have a Halloween sentiment. Another everyday product by Paper Rose Studio. They have a lot of clear stamp sets. This one happens to be called Wishing and Sending. It is a 4x6 clear stamp set loaded with sentiments. And I also happen to adore Paper Rose Studio 6x6 papers. This is their Fairy Tale Christmas collection. Very non-traditional colors. It's like peaches and blues and creams. But look at that cute little deer and the little child with her hat on holding a bunny. It's extra mushroom, extra fun, festive, just cute and unique, right? So I'm glad that we had other products available to show you from these awesome, awesome brands. I told you we had a giveaway, right? Well, I actually have 2 giveaways. So I'm gonna have a halftime show right now with Reed, and we are going to show you, this is our Rainbow Splash existing collection of products. And this is our first giveaway today. And Debbie BR, who just scrolled on my screen so fast, Debbie, where are you? DEBBIE space BR. Yep. She is the winner of this Rainbow Splash giveaway. I have 2, so Reed will be drawing the next one in a few minutes. But Debbie BR, if you email Reed, R-E-E-D, at Simon Says Stamp, you are going to receive everything in this box. It's over $300 worth of products, and it is loaded with Rainbow Splash products, everything I'm showing you right now. And I know that you guys who didn't win this are also kind of getting teased with all of these products, but honestly, this is a great way for me to ease into how great the Rainbow Splash brand is because I actually have a little launch of new Rainbow Splash products that I'm going to show you in a minute. These are all of the Rainbow Splash inks. Rainbow Splash is a special brand. It's only available at Simon Says Stamp. And it is ideal for somebody who likes to collect everything because the rainbow of ink pads is, I think we're at 19 maybe. I know, I guess that's gonna be the question. Look at all these great colors, but there's not so many that it's overwhelming. So if you are looking for a gift for somebody that you want to get into stamping, like your sister-in-law or your mother-in-law or a neighbor or a teacher or your daughter and her friends, Rainbow Splash is a great brand. We do purposely price these products lower than most of our other retails because we want to get you hooked. I guess that's kind of a selfish way, but we want to get you hooked in a good way. We want to get you hooked without breaking the bank. So we have reinkers also available for all of these products. So Debbie is winning this huge value pack of Rainbow Splash. As I sat there and put it all on my desk, now I'm gonna pull it out. But you could see all of the beautiful, of course, there's even a black ink pad in the collection. There's beautiful crimson, buttercream, greens, blues. All of these products are part of our Rainbow Splash collection. They're very approachable, so if you're a beginner, they're also a good brand for you. We have these beautiful embossing folders as part of a Rainbow Splash brand. And in honor of, oh, this is probably my favorite Rainbow Splash product. I love the gem stickers. These are self-adhesive stickers, and it's a whole rainbow of multiple sizes and colors. For STAMPtember, we thought it was a great time to launch new Rainbow Splash product. So we did a little series for you. You're probably sensing a little bit of the theme. So we have a stamp set that is a basketball, aptly named, and the matching dies, also named basketball. I don't know, Reed, can you look? What are we retailing these coordinating dies for? If you look at basketball Rainbow Splash. My point is we're trying to keep this line very affordable. So we have a little bit smaller, typically, stamp sets. There's also a coordinating stencil called basketball. All of these products are available as a bundle as well. I think that these basketball Rainbow Splash dies retail for $4.99. If I had to guess.
And you are correct.
Woo, 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 woo.
The stencil retails for $2.99.
So these price points are meant to be extra attractive for each of you. Look at these great cards. Heather Hoffman sent us these wonderful cards. Actually, fun fact, Heather Hoffman sent us these great cards with these products. Is there anybody in the audience who wants to take a guess at who illustrated these Rainbow Splash basketballs, as well as the new Rainbow Splash? We're not going to leave out the baseball lovers. Baseball. I'll keep showing, and I'll give you a hint. It was not Heather Hoffman who illustrated all of these products, but that is a hint. And we have, okay, so that was baseball. I'll slow down a little bit. Sorry, guys. Also in the Rainbow Splash line, Heather Hoffman's daughter illustrated most of these sports products. This is a Bold Stars stamp and die set for Rainbow Splash. I can't forget football. So we have new Rainbow Splash football themed stamps, dies, and stencil. And so thank you very much, because talk about being a family business. We work with Heather, and we now get to work with her daughter. Cute cards. Heather, you can find her at Houses Built of Cards. housesbuiltofcards.blogspot.com, and also Houses Built of Cards on social media. My dear friend Lori, her daughter is the goalie on the soccer team, and she has senior night coming up, and I am going to be grabbing the soccer-themed Rainbow Splash launch for STAMPtember. These are not limited editions, so the interesting different thing about Rainbow Splash is they're exclusively available at Simon Says Stamp, And this launch that we did for STAMPtember is not a limited edition launch. So these products, we think that we should have sports themed products in our line every day. So these Rainbow Splash products, oh, her daughter just graduated, Katie, graduated from design school. So I'm not exactly sure from college with a graphic design degree. If I had to guess how old she was, I'd say she's in her early 20s because that's typically in the United States, that's typically the course that we go through. We graduate from high school when we're around 18 and then we graduate from college when we're in our early 20s. But thank you. Katie is now a welcomed addition to our Simon Says Stamp family. And she illustrated these when she was doing an internship with us in the spring last year. So we got these great additions to the Rainbow Splash line because sports are one of those things. I think it's easy for us to forget about sports. It is, most of the year it is for me. Now during golf season, it's not. And if Katie or her mom is watching now, I'm gonna put in a request for some golf themed products because my son is in the middle of, really at the tail end of his golf season. But it's easy to forget about sports, but that's also why we wanted to do them in a smaller stamp set because, I don't know, sports are seasonal. You don't typically do tennis, although I don't know if I'm even making any sense now because I feel like tennis is probably the sport you could and do year round now that there's indoor. So, or since there's indoor. Also part of the Rainbow Splash launch are these beautiful enchanted blooms. Can you guys tell what a lover I am of florals? These are so dainty and delicate. So gorgeous. And then we also have the coordinating die that goes with it. How are things coming along, Reed?
Things are great. So seeing some requests for sports. Golf is the #1. Volleyball is #2 and hockey's #3. So those are our big 3 requests from the chat.
All right. I hope Katie and Nina and Heather and everybody's listening. We'll get on to brainstorming those sports. And then one last stencil. This one is called Scandi Flora Motif. And it creates, thank you to Nina Marie Trapani for making this card to show us. She used the thank you from that stamp set. One call out, Reed, can you do me a favor and look? Enchanted Blooms is the name of this new Rainbow Splash stamp set that we're launching during STAMPtember, but it's not exclusive to STAMPtember.
Yeah. What about?
So this Enchanted Blooms is a 4x6 stamp set, right? What's the retail? Like, what are we selling it for on our website?
$9.99.
$9.99. And I did that on purpose because, like I said, we want Rainbow Splash to be an approachable, affordable, it's a great entry for you into stamping. The inspiration that we make with these is often a little more simple, so it's less overwhelming. So that's really one of our secrets behind, it's not so secret today, the Rainbow Splash brand. And so I also, before I move on to my next topic, I don't want to forget these. Sorry, I'm not done with Rainbow Splash yet. Tara and Amanda put together these beautiful sequins called Metallic Rainbow for this honorary Rainbow Splash release. And Reed, can you look up another price for me? And I sincerely, I don't want to say the wrong number.
You're good.
We have new scissors. So look at Rainbow Splash scissors, detail scissors. So these are our new scissors for the Rainbow Splash brand, perfectly sized.
$6.99.
Only $6.99. And look, they have non-stick coating. They're 5.3, so 5.3 inches overall. These are a nice, handy, super affordable scissor, black, so they don't always get grungy and ugly. So these are also part of our Rainbow Splash line. So how great of a price is that? You said $6.99, right?
Yep.
Okay, so let's go facing front for just a second, because I have another winner chicken dinner. So Kenna Williams, thank you for watching us live today. Because you're watching us live today, we're gonna give you a box of Rainbow Splash goodness valued at $300 retail too. So Kenna, email Reed, R-E-E-D, @simonsaysstamp.com, and he is going to mail you your box of Rainbow Splash goodness. But I have one more thing I want to show you all today. So Reed, we're going to do the top down, as they say. This is that kit that I was telling you about the very beginning of our live. This is our STAMPtember limited edition kit. It is available as a pre-order right now. So we are going to be shipping these towards the end of October so that you have some time to get creating for the holiday season. And let me show you the magic that is within this kit. First and foremost, thank you, Sherry, for designing this winter sweater. How adorable is this winter sweater die? It even has all these little embossing marks on it. And when you do this on a metallic cardstock, oh, it is the chef's kiss. Also included in this STAMPtember card kit, I don't know is the name of this card kit. You guys know, Reed, or somebody, whoever is moderating the chat today, I think Beth is moderating the chat today. Will you link up this kit for me? I don't remember the name of it. We're just calling it the STAMPtember limited edition kit.
The Warmth and Wonder.
Warmth and Wonder. And I guess this will help when you see all the products in it, how we came up with that Warmth and Wonder name. This is a 4x6 stamp set included in the kit, but we also have a 6x8 stamp set in the kit. This is a layering Warmth and Wonder stamp set. These are the images that Nina put together with little numbers. So you know C1 and C2 layer together. And you know D1 and D2 layer together. And you know B1 and B2 and 3, so on, layer together to create these beautiful layered images. And when you layer your stamps, that's how you achieve these little shadow impact effects. Like, is that a deer, Brian, technically, on that big deer? I wanted to call him I feel like he should be called something more grandiose than a stag. Yes, that was the word I was looking for. Yeah, so this is the Warmth and Wonder stamp set, but what is special about this limited edition kit is it actually includes 2 stamp sets. There are coordinating dies for these available as add-ons in the Simon Says Stamp store. This one is called Sparkle Season. So if you're looking for the coordinating dies, you just look under Sparkle Season. And I'm gonna keep going because this kit is filled with goodness. There's also an embossing folder and cutting die in the kit called Winter Season, and it has 3 dies that cut out the images on this high quality 3D embossing folder. And those dies, just so when you get it, you don't think that your dies are missing. They're actually taped on to the back of that folder. They come off really easily. I won't take them off because I don't want them getting lost on my table. But the 3 dies come attached to that. Look how thick that is. This is a really nice thick 3D embossing folder. And this pattern, the classic Winter Season pattern on here, very hot and trendy, definitely. Show you some of the other products in the kit. This is our Simple Story, Simple Vintage Flannel Season Bits and Pieces. So all of these little bits and pieces are coming in your kit. Love that Sherry also did a layering pine cone series for you. These are stencils that will layer together to create this delightful little pine cone. And Sherry made a card for you to show you what that pine cone stencil looks like when you layer it with the inks included. Yes, we've included both of these ink cubes, the Simon Says Stamp Mocha and Simon Says Stamp Cappuccino. So Sherry used those to create this beautiful pine cone, but she also added the secret ingredient, rock candy. This is the chunky rock candy. This is the Tim Holtz Distress rock candy. It's still available, but only seasonally. So if you don't already have it, you might want to grab it. Sherry used also the little sweater die. See that on there? She used the embossing folder on the background. Also, so this card is not included in the kit. Sorry, I didn't mean to confuse anybody if I did. This card is just to showcase how some of the products in the kit come together. Also included in the kit, because I love to put envelopes into card kits. Gotta make sure you're not looking for an envelope once you've made your card. So we've included 2 envelopes. We've also included the Simple Stories. Look at their papers. I can't remember the size exactly. They look like 5x7-ish, 6x8. Oh, these are 6x8 papers. They're double-sided. Stephanie, you did a great job putting together this kit. absolutely phenomenal. Look how fun these papers are. This is a limited edition kit. It is available only at Simon Says Stamp. It is on pre-order right now because we don't have all of the kits made yet, but we are making them and mailing them in October, probably towards the end of October. Also included in the kit, because you guys are blending with, you guys are that stencil set. See Sherry's pinecone stencil? So we wanted to make sure we included one of Tim Holtz's new distressed tiny blending brushes in the kit here. This is something that I think you guys should see on camera. So in order to use as blending brushes, one thing that always bothers me about a lot of my makeup brushes is when I try to put the lid on, I like bend the bristles, right? Well, Tim's, you just pull that up and it makes it so that you don't bend your bristles when you close it. Did you see how easy that was? So this goes up and down. And a lot of people like to color with paint or nail polish or something, that little ring. Someday I hope there's labels we can use to label the top of all of our blending brushes, but I have a feeling someday hopefully that would happen. And then we included 4 8.5 by 11 sheets of Simon Says Stamp heavyweight cardstock for you. And all of these products are parts of this STAMPtember limited edition. What's it called? Comfort? It's called, I'll tell you, Warmth and Wonder, with even a 6x8 stamp set. There's this happy little sweater weather die. These florals layer, the Sparkle Season florals layer, they were inspired by the ephemera pack. Man, I'm dropping stuff. I'm probably not putting, Reed, when you give this kit back to Tara, you might want to double check the ingredients because I just dropped an ink cube on the floor. So all of this stuff comes in the kit, and I believe it retails for just $69.99. Does that sound about right?
That is correct.
In our handy dandy Simon Says Stamp card kit box. And I had notes somewhere that I want to make sure I was covering. Okay, good. So Kenna Williams, make sure you email Reed, R-E-D, at Simon Says Stamp to get your Rainbow Splash goods. So that kit is limited edition. So we bought so many products, so many of each thing to make a limited number of kits. And it will ship towards the end of October. Buy it now if you'd like it. It's $69.99. You can make tons of cards with that kit for the season. And is there anything else I need to share with you about that kit? I think that's about it. So all of those products that I just showed you are in that kit. Thank you again to all of our sponsors for STAMPtember. I have one last surprise. So let me make sure, because we love surprises. So wait, I went through.
You hit everything. You hit the last one.
So this year, I've petitioned the universe. The only thing that I don't like about the last day of STAMPtember is it's the last day. So in order to keep the fun rolling, we have one more STAMPtember surprise. Well, we'll just call it a surprise. And we are going to announce it on STAMPtember 31st. Is that like when the comedians go to stage and nobody laughs at their jokes? I'm not sure. Well, at least Reed and Brian gave me a curse chuckle. But we do have one more surprise. And that surprise is going to be announced with Gina K Designs. And that surprise is going to be announced tomorrow at noon Eastern time here on our YouTube channel. And so our special guest, Gina, is going to make an appearance on our live tomorrow so that we can share with you. I don't really want to call it our STAMPtember surprise, but we're kind of STAMPtember. I just love surprises so much. I'll clump them all in together as a surprise. But we have something really special coming up with Gina, and we hope that you'll join us again tomorrow to keep the fun rolling, because what a fun, the most fun we have ever had during STAMPtember. As a matter of fact, if you're watching this video live or on rewatch, we would love to hear your feedback. We would love to hear what you have loved about STAMPtember 2025, because we are already planning STAMPtember 2026, and we want to make sure that the things you've loved, that we do our best to bring them back for next year. So if you loved having a live technique workshop class, please tell us that, because I would love to invite Tim to do that again next year if he's up for it. If you've loved having collaborations that are exclusive and special during STAMPtember, please let us know that. If you loved having the free birthday gifts, we celebrated my birthday during STAMPtember, and so I give away gifts during STAMPtember. If you like that, let us know. If you like having guest designers do videos on our YouTube channel to show how to use many of these beautiful products, we would love for you to let us know. We love Tim's technique workshop. This was a very first time we've ever done something like that, and I'm just blown away by, I'm looking at the chat right now, blown away by all the positive energy and enthusiasm for Tim's free class. It was very generous of Tim to do that. And that is on our Simon Says Stamp YouTube channel, so you can watch it anytime you want, whether you had a kit or not. If you have distressed watercolor pencils, that's probably the best thing to have for that class. And we still have them for sale at Simon Says Stamp for a very limited time, those distressed watercolor pencils. Thank you to Ranger. And we still have Tim's Sidekick machine, the little machine that we used during class that was so useful for cutting out all of those little dies. That is also still for sale for a limited time. And when I say for sale, I mean on sale, $25 off. We're selling that tiny, I say tiny, but it's the perfect size because you can roll it on your desk and it doesn't take up too much space, and it's fast, it passes really quickly, it's really easy to use, produces great quality cuts. So love that machine. He really turned me into a huge fan in that class when we were rolling through those dies so quickly and easily. So that is still on sale and for sale at simonsaystamp.com, but for a limited time. So thank you to all of you who joined our class, or maybe who are thinking about joining our class. Because of you, we get to do this, right? We only are doing it because you're here. If you weren't here, me and Reed and Brian would probably be watching the Vikings lose another football game.
Ouch!
Oh, that was loud.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Reed. Sorry.
We're good. We play the Browns this week too, so it's even better.
Oh.
Little hometown heroes.
You're in Browns territory here in Ohio,
for
too,
sure.
so that could be controversial. So thank you to all of you for joining me. You really make this so much fun. And I get to come back one more day tomorrow at noon Eastern time to share with you our big Gina K surprise. And I'm excited about it too. So until then, don't forget, everything is better with a little bit of glitter, right? Right? You hear me? Yep, I agree too. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Toodaloo. Have a great day.